If you're tired of watching flip over quick weave or sew-in tutorials that never show you how to properly close up the install, look no further because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I close mine in less than 5 minutes. Let's jump right into it.
Oh, you fancy, huh? Let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it.
Hi guys, we're jumping straight into this video. I've already done my foundation for my flip over quick weave. I left like ½ an inch of hair out. I promise you do not need a lot. Everything is protected. This is what it's looking like. I have a video on the same method. Just check out the other videos on my page, but this is what we're looking like. There will be no glue on my hair. I'm taking those bundles right there and putting them in my hair. The first step I'm about to do is actually take my perimeter track, and I'm gonna take a perimeter track and I'm gonna sew it like all the way around, probably to like here, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of flipping up of this style and I don't want my tracks budging. So that's what I'm about to do right now. So this is like the first bundle. I have 4 bundles total. I cut them to about 20 inches. So I'm gonna take like this first bundle here. Hold on. The bundles are cut up, y'all, because I cut this from a wig, remember that. So all I'm about to do is sew it right under here, all the way around. When you're sewing this braid as well, make sure you are sewing under the braid and not on top of it. This ensures when you flip it over, it's seamless. That's all I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna do it from like here to here. That's all I'm gonna do. Stay with me. As I mentioned, it's super important that you sew the track right under the braid and not on top of it. This way, when you do flip it up and over, it lays seamless. You want to be careful with this step as well. And also make sure you are sewing close together and not super far apart, just so your tracks don't move around, shift, or go anywhere throughout the duration of you having this install. I am also using nylon thread as well. Whew, that was a lot. Now, Now this is what it's supposed to look like. So when I flip it back, you cannot see what's behind it, and that's exactly what I wanted. Now the rest is super self-explanatory. Take your pieces, whether they are cut up or they are in its full bundle, and literally just put them in a U. Stack them on top of each other, put them in a U. That's all you need to do. I had 4 bundles, so I had to put them kind of close to each other. I've got majority of the bundles in. I have my flip over slightly like off-centered. So typically you'd see videos with it being like here in the middle. I have mine slightly off to the side because I like my hair like flipped to this side. So that's why it's like a little bit off center. So this is done intentionally. It wasn't done on accident, like I did it on purpose. And we're going to fill in the rest. We have this much hair to put in, and then that's like the last bundle, but that's the bundle that's cut up in like a lot of different pieces. And those are gonna be the pieces that I bring forward this way. So this is what we're looking like so far. So when I flip this bad boy up, it's still seamless, as you guys can see. Still very seamless. So let's finish. I'm gonna put it in time lapse, and I'm going to do like a voiceover for the next part. Like I said, the rest of my pieces are cut up like a lot, so continue making your U. Your U is going to get tighter and tighter, and that's exactly what you want. Please remember to use the mirror to check your work, and I'm actually going to show y'all what it should look like when you near the top. Now, at this point, this is when I stop. As you can see, it's an elongated U, and I'm going to start stacking those tracks horizontally now. This step right here does require you cutting each and every track, so yeah, just take your time doing this part. We've got a weft right here that was split by my vendor, so the pieces are really thin, and so I'm going to triple it, and that's going to be the last piece that I put right here, and then everything else is going to come vertical. Because I don't know, y'all, when it comes to like wavy or curly hair, it has to be full. Like, I do not mess around with no thin, stringy bundles. So just to explain what I'm doing again, these wefts were split, and all I'm doing is just tripling them up. So I'm putting glue on the wefts and like sandwiching them together. That's it. So right here, I'm just lining up the tracks, getting ready to sandwich them together. Please don't be afraid to do this if you have a quick weave and your wefts are on the thinner side. All this is doing is just making the weft thicker. It is 2025, and nobody should be walking around with a low density quick weave. I literally put 3 of them together. And y'all can see the weft is like so much thicker. And this is gonna be my last little loop before I start laying them horizontally. Another pro tip, make sure you are like using firm yet comfortable pressure when laying your tracks so that they can lay flat. I did go around my U like one more time, so my bad, y'all. But after this point, that's when you start laying them horizontally. The shorter pieces that you are cutting will cover the wefts that are on the side that made the U. So don't worry about that. And this is how your flip over should look when it's all done. I personally love using curly or wavy hair for this style because the tracks are so much easier to hide. And that's how your flip over should look. I always prefer curly or wavy hair since it makes the tracks easier to hide. Remember, less leave out in the front is the best, and you can blend it with flexi rods or 2-strand twists without using heat, depending on your hair texture. I've had this in for about a week. Stay up to date with me on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.